So I had already saved this, bookmarked this post to show you guys. And it's funny how the manipulation, the strategy, the tactic is used on X as well. This is what caught my attention, because I'm scrolling, I'm seeing it, I'm reading it. I'm like, something doesn't sound right here. And it's because of the way that they worded it, right? And this is intentional. And this is to create more of a divide amongst Republicans, and specifically between President Trump and Speaker Mike Johnson. And it says, Mike Johnson suggests he'd block the bipartisan bill to let Congress reclaim its authority over tariffs. It sounds like he wants to, he's in favor of, and he says, and he's got the quote here, you got to give the president the latitude, the runway to do what it is he was elected to do. This, in my opinion, only comes from a position of a place of minimal education. Let's go with that. Minimal education. As you guys see here, what pops up on my, and maybe AI is listening to me. Speaking of minimal education, this woman here, listen to what she says.
Y'all not gonna make me believe or feel any kind of sympathy for Austin Metcalf at all. He put his hands on that young man when he should have kept them hands to himself. When the young man told him, touch me and see, you bet not touch me, that meant that I don't want you in my space. I don't want you touching me. Rosa Parks days is over. You cannot think that you can move somebody out of a seat that you don't own and think that it's going to be okay. And you can't determine how I'm going to retaliate on you when you put your hands on me in an aggressive manner. Austin Metcalf got exactly what he deserved. Point blank, period. It's time out for feeling sorry for somebody's feelings or feeling emotional about somebody's feelings. Austin Metcalf should have kept his damn hands to himself. Point blank, period.
So there's that. There's that. Not sure if y'all want to go down that road. If you do, let me know, and we can do another video. We can do a live stream or something. But apparently, the push now, the talking point, the focus is back to slavery. Let's introduce Rosa Parks. Let's introduce segregation. Let's bring back this racial divide. Speaking of divide, we got Amy Connie Barrett here. We'll talk about her later. Talk about, oh man, we got a lot that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Byron Donalds, how he fucked up. I'm going to tell you how he fucked up. But going back to this lack of education, this uneducated, racial, segregated, racially charged, race baiting nonsense. We got Jasmine Crockett. Listen to this shit.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
I know that's right.
There you have it, folks. This comes down to picking cotton now. Oh boy. But it's people like her. It's people like this. It's that woke mind mentality that creates headlines like descriptions, captions like the one I just showed you about Mike Johnson. And I thought I had it saved, but maybe I didn't. But I want you guys to see the real caption. I want you to see the real caption. Oh, there it is. I did save it. All right. So this one reads, Mike Johnson will block legislation that strips President Trump of tariff authority. He will block. Same quote, same caption of what he said. I'll let you hear what he said.
Mr. Speaker.
Not sure yet.
But Mr. Speaker, there's a push by some of your members to give Congress a say. Don Bacon has a bill to give Congress a say and review the tariff. Why not give Congress the opportunity to have it be a check on the president on this
Congress
issue?
will weigh in on it, but with the president, with the administration in tandem, and I think you got to give the president the latitude, the the runway to do what it is he was elected to do, and that is get this economy going again and get our trade properly balanced with other countries. So I think most of the American people understand the necessity of that. Listen, we had a $1.2 trillion trade deficit in 2024. I don't think that's fair to our country. I think the American people understand that, and I think they see a president who's engaging and trying to fix that. So we're going to give him the space necessary to do it, and we'll see how it all develops.
Do you think Trump administration officials should brief members? I mean, some of your members are asking for a briefing at the very least to understand the strategy.
His office is directly engaged with members, and we'll have.
Do you expect them to talk to the conference, sir?
Consequences for this?
I'm very pleased with Mike Johnson. And if you guys remember early on, they tried to throw Mike Johnson under the bus. They tried to leverage. That was their first attempt, I think, one of their early attempts. But this one, post from Big Fish, says Mike Johnson will block legislation that strips President Trump of tariff authority, clearly stating what he's doing, allowing the president to have the latitude, the runway to do what it is he was elected to do. Where, if you pay attention here, this post is from Republicans against Trump. And so they worded in a way that says Mike Johnson suggests he'd block the bipartisan bill to let Congress reclaim its authority over tariffs because they don't want you to clearly understand the meaning behind the caption that comes after it. So fortunately, we've got Grok, and Grok did a really good job here. So if I'm reading this post, and any post for that matter, you can click on this button here. It says explain this post. And then so Grok answers with, the post highlights House Speaker Mike Johnson's stance on a bipartisan bill aiming to let Congress reclaim authority over tariffs, a power currently held by the president amid concerns over Trump's aggressive tariff policies. Trump's recent tariff plan, announced days earlier, includes a 10% baseline tariff on most countries with higher rates than like 34% on China, or 104%, causing market sell-offs and fears of inflation, as reported by CNBC. Johnson's position, this is really good right here. Johnson's position aligns with Trump's agenda, despite warnings from economists and some GOP members about economic disruption, with replies on X reflecting a divide between supporters of executive power and those advocating for congressional oversight. That right there is like, regardless of being a Republican against Trump and trying to word it in a way to make it seem like Mike Johnson's the enemy here, Grok clearly shows you how he's not. Case closed, end of story. But regardless, it's like, now's the time, advocating for congressional oversight. Congressional oversight is what we've had for decades. And you see where it's gotten us. You see how bad things have been. You see the level of which our national debt has rapidly increased to. Why would we keep doing it? Why? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And obviously, yesterday was an amazing day, and it all worked out, didn't it? Actually, maybe better than expected, at least from this side. From their side, better than expected as well, but much worse for them, because it's obviously, what President Trump said he would do, has done, is working. And it's only 6 days after Liberation Day and the announcement. So imagine what will be on day 7. Imagine what will be after that. Which brings me to this that I want to share with you. And I want to share this with you for a variety of reasons. However you want to take it. But it hit me this morning from a perspective of President Trump and what he's doing, and also from a lot of the comments that I've received on Patreon, a lot of the emails that I'm getting, even folks replying on posts on X about starting a YouTube channel. Even a personal text message from a friend yesterday who has ceased to make YouTube videos. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to hear this, and I want it to hit you however it's going to hit you, but here you go.
You are procrastinating your purpose by waiting for perfect conditions. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4 says, "He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap." Listen to me. You can wonder about the future, but you cannot fear. the future. If God has called you to step into something, you need to be obedient and you need to go do it. There will never be a perfect time to do anything, but you do serve a perfect God, which means sometimes obedience means stepping into something even though it doesn't seem like the ideal moment. If God is calling you to step into it, you need to respond with obedience and you need to go do it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to launch the business. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to go start that course that's completely different from what you've done your whole life. No, obedience will open doors that waiting will never open. You can trust God with your future because he is already there. And if you would just be still and trust him, you would know that he's fighting your battles. You're operating from victory, but he continues to fight your battles. So I just want to encourage, step into it. Don't wait for perfect conditions because there is no perfect condition, but we do serve a perfect God. So you will be okay because you are being guided and protected. Have a blessed day.
So step into it. Don't wait for perfect conditions. And I got one more I want to show you guys. First, check this out here. We did hit 217,000 subscribers, so that's really cool. Appreciate that, guys. And better yet, over 3,000 videos on this channel alone. And so that'll make sense here in just a moment. But first, I do want to share what was just posted an hour ago. Speaker Mike Johnson says, President of the United States is absolutely right. No better time than now to deliver the America First agenda. Let's get it done at House GOP, for which President Trump posted. The budget plan just passed by the United States Senate has my complete and total endorsement and support. All of the elements we need to secure the border, enact historic spending cuts, and make tax cuts permanent, and much more are strongly covered and represented in the bill. Thank you to Senate Majority Leader John Thune and House Speaker Mike Johnson for their hard work and attention to detail. There is no better time than now to get this deal done. The House, the Senate, and our great administration are going to work tirelessly on creating the one big, beautiful bill, an appropriate name if Congress so likes. Everyone is going to be happy with the result. Passage will make even the subject of world trade far easier and better for the USA. The House must pass this budget resolution and quickly make America great again. And if you guys remember, John Thune, early on, the left, the media, the opposition, the distractors, the Jasmine Crockett's of the world, the Hakeem Jeffries of the world, were all trying to pit John Thune and Mike Johnson and all. They were trying to do this, okay? Trump had his strategy, he had his game plan, and it's for the better of the country, for us all, okay? And we got Ashton Hall here doing another daily routine, I guess. But what I really want to show you is, let's see if I got it liked here. Oh, there it is.
We make 450 pieces of content a week. And so people were like, hey man, I've been making content for 90 days. And that would already put them in the top, 1% because everyone gives up. But if you actually made a post every day for 90 days, I'd be like, it's amazing. That's 90 posts. I do that in 2 days.
So this is not me tooting my own horn. It's not me bragging, but this is me saying I've made over 3,000 videos on this channel alone, not including other channels that are mine or I've helped people with. And for anyone who wants to get started, okay, for anybody who wants to get started, here's my free advice. Get started. Make content, record videos, share your story, press record, whatever. And then you'll be getting somewhere because it's free to start. It's actually pretty easy. But you get into a habit, you get into a routine, and more importantly, you get feedback and data that can then be used to help you grow, reach your audience, and most importantly, accomplish and achieve your goals, whatever they may be. And if it's financial, revenue, profit, money driven, then let's go get it.
But they get there and they're like, but I'm not Mr. Beast yet. People think that someone else is doing 2 times or 3 times as much, but it's more often that they've done 1,000 times or like 10,000 times the amount of work that they have. And this is why, I think the vast majority of people dramatically underestimate how much volume it is.
And you can take that from a variety of different angles and perspectives. But at the end of the day, there's folks out there who are really actively working hard. For instance, our president. And, I feel like we've worked really hard too on our side in support of our president and for you guys and bringing you news, updates, information, education, entertainment, some glimpses of the home, and so much appreciation goes out to everybody who's left really, really nice comments and kind words about the house and the family and all that. We really do appreciate it. I wish I could respond to everybody individually, but just know that I'm reading them. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.
We have great things happening with our military. We also essentially approved a budget, which is in the facility, you'll like to hear this, of $1 trillion, $1 trillion, and nobody's seen anything like it. We have to build our military, and we're very cost conscious, but the military is something that we have to build, and we have to be strong because you got a lot of bad forces out there now. So we're going to be approving a budget, and I'm proud to say, actually, the biggest one we've ever done for the military.